SEI Price Prediction 2025, top altcoin revealed. Best crypto opportunity for 2025. What if you found an altcoin that could multiply your portfolio by 10? SEI could explode in 2025. Why? Because of what's in this complete analysis. But first, what actually makes SEI so special right now, and what exactly is SEI? SEI is a Layer 1 blockchain founded in 2021. The mainnet launched in 2023. The goal? To be the fastest blockchain in the world. For trading, but also DeFi. With transaction finality under 400 milliseconds, SEI is perfect for decentralized exchanges, as well as NFT marketplaces and gaming. So what makes SEI so unique now? SEI specializes in trading optimization. It also offers parallel EVM compatibility. This allows developers to deploy Ethereum apps super quickly. That is, of course, a huge advantage, for example, for DeFi apps. DeFi stands for decentralized finance, which really needs speed. Because DeFi has a major problem, slow and expensive transactions. For example, Ethereum often takes seconds or even minutes for a transaction. SEI solves this with high throughput and consistently low costs. And that makes SEI ideal for a DEX, for example, a decentralized exchange where every millisecond counts. That's why SEI could be a massive game changer in the DeFi sector. So how does SEI actually work on a technical level? In essence, it uses proof of stake, which is, for example, 99.99% more energy efficient than Bitcoin's proof of work. SEI's architecture is designed for scalability, with features like order book optimization and parallelization. This allows SEI to process thousands of transactions. Plus, SEI ultimately aims for carbon neutrality, a bonus for sustainable investors. So grab a coffee and then let's go. Oh, and a quick note on my own behalf, since many have asked if you appreciate my data-driven analyses and want more of them, you can easily support the channel. For example, become a 10x supporter right here on YouTube. You'll get exclusive content there. It costs you less than a coffee per month, but it helps me tremendously. Or you can support directly here on YouTube with a super like, or simply donate cryptocurrencies like Bitcoin, Solana, or Ethereum. You'll find the addresses in the video description. Every bit of support strengthens my channel for even more genuine altcoin analyses without the hype. You can find all the options below in the video description and in the pinned comment. Thank you very much for your support. And now let's really get started. But a quick disclaimer, my channel is not financial advice, it's purely for informational purposes. Let's start with the market capitalization. SEI is a mid-cap altcoin. Why is that important? Mid-caps often offer a good balance between risk and reward. SEI has particular potential here as the DeFi sector continues to grow and become more important. A solid 7 here. What is SEI's circulating supply? SEI has a total supply of 100 billion tokens, and already 4.88 billion of them are on the market. That's 48%, and that's great. A high circulating supply ultimately reduces the risk of dilution and massive sell-offs by early investors. By the way, you can find SEI and many other altcoins on my favorite crypto exchange, MEXC. Why do I use it? It has the most altcoins and the lowest fees. And if you sign up now using my link in the pinned comment, you'll get a $20 bonus. So feel free to check it out. Definitely a strong 10 here. What about SEI's roadmap? It's clear and ambitious. Milestones have been met and achieved better, but the really big updates are still in progress. A solid 8 here. How is SEI's team? The team is top-notch. Founder Don Ehrlichbeck, and supported by expertise from Robinhood, Google, and Goldman Sachs. Over $85 million in funding, for example, from Coinbase. Experience and capital make this team a winner. 9. So how does it look? What about the narrative? The narrative is the fastest Layer 1 blockchain. This points to growing demand in the rapidly expanding DeFi market. Definitely relevant in the long term, but there's also strong competition like Solana. By the way, if you appreciate the research work I do, and sometimes that's 7 to 8 hours per video, I'd be happy if you bought me a coffee. Just join the 10x supporters. It only costs you a coffee a month, but it really helps me a lot. Thank you very much. Here's a strong axis. What problem does SEI solve? It solves the problem of slow DEX, decentralized exchanges. With under 400 milliseconds finality, it's perfect for trading, but also for DeFi. And that's always been a critical pain point in the industry. 10 out of 10 because they've found a market-ready solution. How is the sustainability? Thanks to proof of stake, they use 99.99% less energy than, for example, Bitcoin. Plus, they even have a goal that is ultimately meant to ensure CO2 neutrality. That is forward-looking. 10. Next, how strong are the investors? As I just mentioned, they've already raised over $85 million US. Investors include Multicoin and Jump, but also Coinbase Ventures. That provides stability and credibility. 10. Who is the competition? They compete with Solana, Sui, but also Aptos. However, they stand out here with their EVM compatibility, especially with their focus on trading. But the competition is still tough. By the way, do you want to see more altcoins like this? Then I recommend my 10x playlist, the 10x universe. I've analyzed many more altcoins, and in the future, something new is coming. It's called the 10x duel, where I let two altcoins go head-to-head in a duel. That will definitely be very exciting. It starts next week. Here, it's definitely a solid 7. So how does SEI's marketing look? They mainly focus on community building here. They have the same Marines here. There are also partnerships, but no huge marketing campaign. Solid, but not outstanding. 7. Next point. How simple is the idea actually? And SEI's idea is clear. They want to be the fastest blockchain in the world. Even lay people understand that, even if the technical details are of course more difficult. Question for you, is SEI easy to understand for you? Write it in the comments. I'm curious. Here, definitely an 8. Next, what is the long-term vision? SEI is planning upgrades like SEI v3 and Giga for Web 2-like experiences. The vision is strong but ambitious. Here, 8 out of 10 points for a clear but challenging vision. Next, is SEI actually deflationary? Do they have a max supply? 10 billion SEI is the maximum supply. So there is scarcity, but without deflationary mechanisms. 6. No risk of overvaluation. 10. How about liquidity? Strong liquidity. 10. How fair was the initial distribution? They had lockup periods here, which is a positive. Fair distribution? 8. What about the top coin holders? Here we have limited data, but they account for 48%. That already points to decentralization. What is the utility of SEI of the token? Fees, staking, governance rights, and for the apps? Diverse, but the ecosystem is still being developed. 8. How strong is the community? They have an active community. They are strong, but not huge, like for example top projects. By the way, are you a SEI holder or a fan of it? Let me know in the comments. 7. What events are still coming up for SEI this year? They want to continuously improve SEI, for example with a V2 upgrade. And there are also potential new partnerships planned. Nothing blockbuster, but positive. 7. And now I come to the conclusion, SEI is truly an underrated DeFi star. This altcoin could change your portfolio in 2025, but why? Let's go through the 10x formula and discover its potential. With 82.1%, SEI has made it to the top of my 10x list and is one of the strong altcoins. And why is that? First, they solve real problems, namely slow transactions in the DeFi sector. Second, they have a pretty strong tokenomics. Third, they have a top team and strong investors like Coinbase. Compared to other altcoins, SEI is already highly valued. Now let's get back to the different scenarios. Let's start with the bear case first. If SEI gets a conservatively calculated market share, the price would be at $0.20. With a $5 trillion market at 10 trillion, it would be $0.40. That's solid, but nothing that will blow you away. But now it gets exciting. The normal scenario, the market share increases. SEI can conquer the market with its strengths as the fastest blockchain. Here we already see SEI at $0.57 and even up to $0.82. But hold on, we're not done yet. The optimistic scenario. If SEI really achieves massive dominance in the DeFi sector and strong investors like Coinbase continue to drive adoption forward, the market share could increase significantly. That would mean between $1 and $2. And now we come to the extremely optimistic scenario. The market share rises, SEI's speed increases even further, and scalability really takes off. Then we're talking about $5 to $10. An absolute game changer for your portfolio. Why is this so exciting right now? Well, because SEI isn't just a hype coin in the end. It's got strong fundamentals, and the market is basically still asleep. My assessment, SEI is a must-have on the 2025 altcoin list. By the way, if you find SEI interesting, I recommend my favorite crypto exchange, MEX. There you'll find SEI and many other altcoins. They have low fees and the most altcoins. With my link below in the pinned comment, you'll get a $20 bonus when you sign up with it. SEI is a strong altcoin with a good vision and solid fundamentals. But what if I told you that there's another altcoin that's at least just as exciting? Who that is, you'll have to find out for yourself in the next analysis. Have fun with it and see you in the next video.